Ooh. Oh yeah, it's like girl band time. As we are in our matching bed sheets, so
we are.
It's like we're in bed together. Yay!
These are our favourite bed sheets. We should get sponsored by these bed sheets.
Yeah. So Panda or Bambar, if you see this, send us some fucking sheets so we can do some fucking in the fucking sheets. Although these get well stained. Speaking of stains, how to not stain your sheet. By giving you 5 tips to make you last longer.
Obviously, sometimes lasting long in the bedroom when you own a penis can be pretty hard.
Yeah, especially when you're with someone hot and you can't help yourself, especially if you've just been like a nun throughout all of lockdown and now all of your sexual frustration and excitement will just burst out uncontrollably.
Exactly.
So yeah, we understand where you're coming from. I mean, this is a video mainly for people with penises.
If you are someone that has a vagina and you come too quickly, then this might be useful too. Who knows? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yes, but mainly we're talking to people with penises.
Tip number 1 is understanding your body.
I mean, we love that. We love somebody who actually actively goes out of their way to do research on themselves and things that they're querying, especially when it comes to sex and understanding your body. Because we're nearly 30 and we are still surprised by our own body and we still look shit up and look up science and stuff and figure things out because it's interesting. Your body can do crazy stuff for no reason.
It's good to know your anatomy, what happens, what actually is ejaculation. Just kind of knowing the science behind your body can really help when it comes to understanding why you might be coming too quickly or not. Tip number 2.
Oh, wow.
I just shook my boobs and burped.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said wow. I was like, Lawrence. It's kind of like 1.5. It's kind of sneaky, but also understanding your mind. A lot of people who prematurely ejaculate or have delayed ejaculation, it's something to do with what's going on in their mind, whether or not it's stress or mental health, or whether it's the way that they've been brought up around ejaculation. A lot of people who were told that masturbating was wrong can often or not train themselves to come really quickly, so there's less chance of them being caught or found out. I mean, there are loads of other explanations for it. That's just one example. But a lot of the time it can be like a fear response, or stress or anxiety related why you come too quick or too slow.
Yeah, if you are having continuous problems with ejaculation, then it really is worth going to see a sex and relationships therapist to really look into you and your body, your mind, to figure out what is happening.
Tip number 2, lubricant, especially numbing lubes, which you can get kind of anywhere. They don't sound that fun, but if you're trying to get to that end goal of lasting longer, whether it's for yourself or for your partner, then it is worth checking it out. I mean, it's worth checking out all options and all avenues.
Yeah, I feel like trying to use lubes, getting things a bit more wet and slippy, there's less friction there, that could definitely help you last longer. Also using condoms as well could help you last longer. There are a lot of condoms that have the numbing gel in them as well. I think Durex definitely do one. I think it's
these, Thomas actually bought these for me as a little birthday joke. They are the Durex Extended Pleasure and they have lubricant on the inside that's slightly numbing for longer lasting pleasure.
But also you can get as well as numbing lubes, you can also get numbing things that come in wipes that you can just wipe over your dick, just numbs it a little bit. But obviously the numbing lubes and stuff, they numb you. So you might not feel as much pleasure. Yeah. But if you want to last longer for your partner, then that could be the way to go. Tip number 3 is breathing.
It sounds like such a simple tip, right? It's so easy. Yeah. And if someone would have told me that breathing would have fixed many of my mental health problems and many of my sexual delayed orgasm problems, I would have laughed in your face and run away. But breathing is actually everything. It helps you get out of your overthinking mindset and back in your body, which is where the pleasure's supposed to be. It's supposed to be within your body.
We got some breathing techniques from our friend Grace Hazel a while back. So thank you, Grace. But she was talking to us about how you can sort of breathe the pleasure from your genitals up into the rest of your body, just deep breaths, really breathing the pleasure through your body, which if you have a penis and you're getting really overwhelmed by all the sensations and the pleasure happening there, just try and move the sensations into the rest of your body as well, so it's not all focused there, ready to ejaculate.
Tip number 4, mixing it up.
Oh my god. This must be like one of the most important tips when it comes to lasting longer in the bedroom. It's just such a game changer. You don't have to be fucking the whole way through. If you feel like you are on the edge and you are going to come, just take a step back, pull out, literally take your penis away from the situation for a bit, give them a break, and you can do other things. There's nipple play, do other oral sex with your partner, whoever they are, anything, kissing, foot licking, toe licking, armpit licking.
Lawrence, wow, bring the big guns out. See, that's what's so exciting about a sex session. It's not just like oral, then fucking, and then you're done. Having a good sex session is when you're constantly mixing it up between, and this is from like all different genders and all different sexualities. It is really fun to be able to do that and just have fun with it. So it's a very good tip for just being able to stop yourself and come away from the pleasure for a moment and pleasure the other person, especially if, I think a lot of people think that they want to come at the same time, but no, that rarely ever happens. You just want to be able to enjoy the pleasure no matter what's happening. Go in, pleasure your partner for a little bit, cool down, and then go back to it.
It's also really great for if your partner finds it like hard to come through penetration, or they just take a little bit longer to come, then going down on them, potentially oral sex or fingering, you can get them to the brink, or like even make them orgasm before, so that when you go back in, you can just like go to town and like get your own pleasure fix because they've already come.
Or having your partner use toys on you. Like, I love it when a partner uses toys on me, or they ask me to play with myself, or they're like, oh my god, I want to see you come with a toy, or they're just fucking you with a toy. Oh my god, mind blown. I'm like all here for it.
So good. I think mixing it up is probably the best tip.
It's the best and most fun for all parties, for sure.
Because also it can make sex go on for like hours.
Oh my god, and that's what you want. Sex session, not just a shag. Session.
Session. Lastly, tip number 5 is edging.
That was me trying to like show off edging, but it kind of looked like a mini cum. So for those of you who don't know, edging is where you bring yourself close to the climax, close to an orgasm, and stop and hold, let yourself cool back down, and then bring yourself closer again. And this can happen in any sort of length of time. You can do this multiple times, or like just once or twice. But what it is training your dick muscles to be able to hold itself, just like you would when you go for a pee. They're very similar muscles, not necessarily exactly the same. It's called like the male pelvic floor. I don't know if that's the technical term, but it's the same for women. It's the pelvic floor muscles, where you go for a pee, you stop, you hold, go for a pee, you stop, you hold. And it's the same with guys. It's like a dick twitch, you know, when you're hard and you're twitching your dick. It's very similar to those muscles. It's like going to the gym for your dick. Edging is gym work. It's like working that fucking muscle.
Actually is. It's funny because edging, I guess all the other tips are very like here and now, like how to last long in the bedroom, like this current session. Edging is the long game. This is the long haul. If you really want to train yourself, practice to like last the longest in the bedroom, then edging is literally the long term that you need to do to train yourself to last longer.
And it's really hard to do, you know, it's not easy. So a lot of people can do it just naturally and they enjoy doing it. But when you're got so used to just feeling an orgasm and letting yourself have an orgasm, it's hard to be able to stop. It takes work and practice and a lot of self-restraint not to just get lost in the pleasure and let yourself go. So reminding yourself that no, this is practicing for the long haul game, for your future partners, for the partner that you're next going to have sex with. And you can do this every single night, every time you want to come. Like it's like going to the gym for your dick.
Just like comes up from this.
Oh,
Anyway, let us know what you thought of this video, if you found these tips useful. What are your own tips for lasting longer in the bedroom? Put them in the comments below.
I bet you were going to get someone being like, just I think about my mother naked. You know, that's always like always the same one. If that works for you, hell, go for it. Nothing shameful in that. As long as you're doing your you know, at least you're trying. That's all that you can do in these situations. But please write down your tips in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and of course follow us on Instagram for all the kind of juicy little updates that are pretty much like more there in time, in motion, and that's at Come Curious, as well as our personal accounts Reed Amber X and Florence Bark.
And listen to our podcast Fucks Given. That is F***KS Given. It's down below. Why am I spelling it out?
That's it. We'll see you next week now.
That is it. See you soon.
See you next.
Bye.
Oh no, it's not even next week. It's in a couple of days. God damn it! Every time.
Bye.